DOE, counselors. Okay. Buenas and Hafideng. We're here this afternoon to recognize, of course, and honor a certain group of individuals at the Guam Public School System, and specifically, it's relative to honoring and commending the Guam Department of Education's school counselors for their focused and successful work in reaching out and positively touching the lives of our public school students, and to further recognizing them on the observance of National School Counseling Week 2016, School Counseling, the Recipe for Success, celebrated from February 1 to February 5, 2016. And I think for the benefit of the watching and listening audience, it's important that in honoring, of course, and commending our guidance counselors, that we basically speak to what it is that they do in our school system, and more importantly for our school children. So be it resolved by the Committee on Rules of Iminat Tentay Tres na Legislature Guahan, whereas the Guam Department of Education school counselors help students develop social skills and succeed in school. The Guam DOE school counselors work tirelessly to help Guam school students reach their full potential, and they are actively committed to helping students explore and realize their their abilities, strengths, and interests. Whereas the GDOE school counselors work closely with parents, teachers, administrators, support staff, and other members of the school community in helping students to set realistic goals for themselves and in furthering their scholarly, athletic, and career pursuits. The GDOE school counselors are resourceful professionals who consistently and effectively identify and utilize community resources that may serve to enhance and complement comprehensive school counseling programs and help students become productive members of society. The GDOE school counselors always remember to connect and collaborate with families as partners in building the futures of Guam students. The GDOE school counselors always find a way to provide meaningful learning opportunities even when resources are limited. And for every job, for every opportunity, for every step forward, and for every milestone of school students, there are school counselors who provided the foundation and encouragement for them to succeed. So the people of Guam acknowledge that a comprehensive developmental school counseling program is an integral part of the educational process that enables all school students to achieve success in school. So now, therefore, be it resolved that the Committee on Rules of Iminat Tentay Tres na Legislature Guahan does hereby, on behalf of Legislature Guahan and the people of Guam, recognize and commend the hardworking and dedicated school counselors of the Guam Department of Education for their professionalism and commitment to improving the lives of our public school students, and thus further join them in the observance of National School Counseling Week 2016, School Counseling, the Recipe for Success, celebrated from February 1 to February 5, 2016, and be further resolved that the Speaker and the Chairperson of the Committee on Rules certify, and the Legislative Secretary attest to the adoption hereof, and that copies, of course, be transmitted to not just the counselors of the Guam Department of Education, but to the superintendent, to the board, the chairperson of the board, of course, hey, Senator. Yeah, we recruit you later. Luz and Nicholas. And, of course, to the governor of Guam. So I'd like to then turn this over to the chairperson of DOE, Guam Public School System, of course, and the senator who make the presentation as well. Okay, there you are.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and it certainly is an honor to present this resolution to our school counselors, to our superintendent of education. You know, our school counselors have really evolved from the time that I had started to, when I went to school in Agate Junior High decades ago, our school counselors were primarily designated to just doing our schedules. But I do know that right now, because of the requirements for our school counselors to even have teaching experience, that they are now really involved in the development of our students, not only their psychological, emotional, but also their academic, and they work hand in hand with our teachers. So it really is an honor, Superintendent, to present this to you, that you will then again give to our school counselors, and please let them know that we really, really appreciate the work that they're doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Speaker and Senator Underwood. I think it goes without saying, but it's important to say it every year, that we appreciate the hard work of all of our counselors, and especially at this time of the year where we can focus on what they do for our children. We have to recognize that we want our students to succeed, but we also need to recognize that our students are kids. They start off as kids, then they grow into preteens and teenagers. And as a parent of 2 public school students myself, I've seen my kids go through those different stages. And as they go through school, needing the assistance of their teachers, but also their counselors, to as they grow and as they open up and as they become the individuals that we want them to be. So it's very important for me as a parent to know that we have counselors at our schools who can help all of our kids reach their potential. When I think about the development of their social skills, when I think about the development of their opening their eyes, I guess, to what's possible for each of them. We really are trying to set them up for success, but in order for them to be successful, they have to develop as a complete person. So I always tell the kids, I don't want you just to be good at math and good at science and good at reading. I want you to be all of those things, but most importantly, I want you to be good citizens. And I want you to go to college. I want you to have opportunities. And counselors, you are the ones who help open that door. So on behalf of the Department of Education, I want to say congratulations to you and thank you for all your hard work.
On behalf of the Guam Education Board, we would like to express our dankulanisizusmasi to all of our guidance counselors in the Guam Public School. We know that when you're with that kid, you give it your best shot, notwithstanding all the challenges that go with that one-to-one. We also know that you do cover the 3 domains, the personal, the social, and the career. You always want to be sure that all those 3 domains are covered. So again, on behalf of the Guam Education the Guam Education Board, our dankulanisizusmasi and kudos to all of our guidance counselors.
Okay, Viva.
Yeah, with the placard, of course.